Welcome back to the Palace. I'm your host, Crown Vic, and today we're going to be talking about the purpose of Cancer zodiac sign. Why are you here? And what is the purpose of your Cancer zodiac sign? We're going to talk about that. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to start out, or we're going to continue this series with the Cancer zodiac sign. So, I believe that this sign is the start of the summer. It represents the start of the summer. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what that is. A cardinal sign. That's it. A cardinal sign. Alright, so right now, no script in front of me. This is just off of the top of the head. I like my first two videos, which is on Aries and Taurus. I had wrote everything down. And the thing about writing this stuff down is that although the information is more in depth, so to speak, it doesn't come from the heart. And I've been studying, or I wouldn't say study. I guess you could say study, but I've been an observer. I've been researching, and I've been in the field of astrology for at least 10 years. So I know a little bit of astrology as far as astrological signs. And one thing about astrological signs is that I really study my sign, and my sign, sun sign, Western zodiac sign, is Cancer. So I know a little bit about this sign as far as why we are here, what's our purpose, and that's what this video is going to go in on. Alright, so I started out once again with Aries, which is a cardinal sign, just like Cancer is. Aries is the beginning of spring, right? So cardinal signs is usually represents, not just the start of the season, but also it's kind of like a flourishing sign, a sign that has these ideas, these pioneering ideas, kind of like the Aries zodiac sign. So the Aries zodiac, it kicks off with, it has all these ideas to put into place. It's the first sign of the new world, right? That represents is Aries. Then you go into Taurus, which is the builder. All right, so it's the one that practically builds and also likes to enjoy the five senses, the luxuries of the five senses. So you can catch a Taurus at a 5-star hotel or a 5-star restaurant, and they just enjoying themselves, and that just kind of represents the Taurus. Alright, so it's not just relaxing, but it's the finest luxuries in life, represented by Taurus. Then you go on to Gemini, which is the communicator of the zodiac. They like to communicate ideas. Alright, and it's also logical based, and so, but it's not really like the Sagittarius, which is the opposite of the Gemini sign, or it's on the other side. Opposites attract. That's the opposite, which is the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, they like to also communicate their ideas, but they're more so higher level ideas. So Gemini, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the football players. Let's talk about their stats, so on and so forth. Whereas Sagittarius is more concerned with the higher level stuff, like let's talk about the laws, let's talk about religion, let's talk about pretty much the stuff, the laws of the structure of society, just higher level stuff, typically. Now that's not all Sagittarius though, but they're very, when it comes to Sagittarius, they're very educational based. But I'm talking about everybody else except for Cancer. So Cancer, cardinal sign, it's the start of the summer, so very imaginative sign. Alright, so when we think about the imagination, sometimes we think about the Pisces, sometimes we think about what other sign that is considered very imaginative, or even out of the box, like Aquarius. That when it comes to imagination, their imagination is out of the box. Let me see, another sign that's considered very imaginative. Sometimes people may consider Geminis But I would say that Gemini's is like very good when it comes to communicating ideas. It's not necessarily up the imagination. I'm not saying that they're not imaginative, but typically when you think about someone with imagination, you think about the Pisces. I'm trying to think of anybody else as far as pure imagination. But Cancers is also on that list. So it's not just a motherly sign. A lot of people think Cancers represents the crab, hard shell, hard on the outside, soft on the inside, which is true. I won't I won't lie on that. So in other words, we may seem hard, on the outside, but we mean well most of the time on the inside. A healthy Cancer, that is. A more mature, healthy Cancer. So if you come across a Cancer that's not so mature, then don't believe that. All right. So I would say that we tend to be more sensitive. All right. Than let's say a Taurus. And by that, so people think sensitivity, they kind of get it mixed up with emotional. So I feel like when I say sensitive, it's more like you can sense what is not there. You can sense something, what they call the sixth sense. So beyond the five senses, you can sense the vibes of the room. You can sense the vibrations. And this is all scientific. It's not just someone's talking about this woo-woo pseudoscience type stuff. This is actually a scientific study that has been proven. As far as iodized, I can't remember what you call that, but it's just a substance contained within the energies of the air. It's literally good vibes and there's bad vibes that's out there, and Cancers and usually just water signs in general are able to pick up on that. So that's what we mean by sensitivity. It's not necessarily emotional, like we're gonna cry about every little thing, which might be true to an extent. But me personally, I don't cry often unless it's like a sad movie where the dog dies or a cat or something, or someone sacrifices themselves, and I'm like, oh man, that's kind of kind of sad. But other than that, in day-to-day life, I don't see anything really get teared up about things, although I'm sensitive about certain things, such as I can pick up on the mood of the room, right? I can pick up on how someone's feeling, all right? So that's what sensitivity is all about. So we look at the opposite, which is Capricorn. So how much time I got? All right, 8 minutes. And look at the opposite sign, which is Capricorn. So they are all about working towards something. All right, so it's like, think about the husband or someone going out into the world, or even a wife going out into the world working towards something. All right, who stays home? The husband or the housewife, right? All right, the house husband or the housewife, and that's kind of like Cancer, typically. All right, so we like the home environment. All right, so we like to make the home feel like a home, like the house feel like a home. All right, so if, say for example, the Taurus likes the home as well, but typically it's not just the home that they're limited to. They just like luxurious things in general. So it could be a 5-star hotel, could be any resort, whatever it is. They like to be there and enjoying it. But Cancer typically enjoys the home. All right, that's the key word, home environment. So what is the purpose of the Cancer? Right, the Cancer sign, you are here to nurture. All right, so you are here to nurture your family members, to heal them. All right, that's the key word right there, to heal. All right, so to heal someone who was wounded, almost like an empath. All right, so an empath is here. They attract people who are broken mentally, physically, spiritually. And your job is to heal that person through your words, through your action, through your presence. And that's what we kind of represent. right? So we're here to heal, to nurture people. All right. So I said this before. There are mature cancers and there are immature cancers. All right. Doesn't matter your age. There are some old cancers, 50 Cent, who can hold a grudge for a very long time. Not only that, but we might be a little soft on the inside, but we're rather, like, in other words, by that, if we feel hurt, we're definitely going to hurt you back. All right. So that's like an immature cancer, whereas a more mature cancer, they use their vulnerability as their strength, and that's the key, right? And so a lot of people, we think that strength is all about lifting so much weights. Oh, I can go in there and I can lift so much weight. I can tackle this person. I can beat this person up. That's not really strength. That's not true strength. That's superficial strength. All right. So you go out and you say, for example, I saw these bodybuilders who take these steroids, and they take a lot of steroids because they feel as if they don't have as much muscle as they show, as they usually have, then they feel insecure about themselves. But a truly strong person doesn't worry too much about what the world thinks about them. They do what they want to do, despite what anyone else thinks of them, and they are completely satisfied with themselves. They are completely happy with themselves, completely content with themselves. So if you are a truly mature cancer, your purpose is to nurture, uplift, to heal. All right, this is why you are here. The challenges that we face is it's the fact that we hold grudges, right? We hold grudges. We like to be reserved. We don't like to put ourselves out there too much. We like the crab that likes to walk sideways through life, right? So we walk sideways through life, kind of looking over our shoulders, wary about where we're going, trying to find the ocean. So we can be on land, we can be in the ocean, but the thing about it is, and that also represents our versatility. All right, so some of us say that say for example, I'm going on and on, but a cancer, a cancer on one hand might like horror movies, right, and look at all these bloody documentaries on one hand, and on the other hand likes CoComelon. I don't watch CoComelon, but I'm just kind of giving you the opposites, right? So that's kind of like the water and the land. So cancer likes to go into the water, the deep oceans of the water, but they also like to enjoy land. So it's like the versatility of the cancer sign, walking sideways through life, very looking over the shoulders type stuff, and iffy about a lot of things. But that's sort of challenges that we have to face. Our challenge really ultimately is, once again, is to forgive others who hurt us, to nurture those in order to nurture. All right, to kind of be the example and to raise the vibration and frequency that way. All right, so I've been going on and on too long. Sorry about that. So that's it about cancers. If you'd like to hear more about the signs through me, Crown Vic, then I have more on my channel. Check it out. Until next time, I will be talking about Leo sign. So check that out later.